we are tracking new developments in the case of a young mother who disappeared in 2018 and was found dead nearly a year later. Plus, as Washington gas prices once again top $5 per gallon, what's driving those prices and the chance of seeing a U-turn? And we're highlighting a local program designed to give teenagers the opportunity to advance their education beyond a high school diploma without leaving campus.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Authorities have now charged a seventh person in a conspiracy to cover up the murder of Rosenda Strong, whose body was found in an abandoned freezer off of US 97 in Toppenish in 2019. According to court documents, Strong was killed by another woman, Jedediah Moreno, who allegedly enlisted the help of several men to hide Strong's body, including the latest defendant, who has now been identified as Kevin Brem. Authorities say Moreno was later killed by one of the other men who helped cover up Strong's murder. This is a case that the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office have been working on for years.
My office is committed to addressing violent crime that arises on tribal nations, and we are grateful for our law enforcement partners who respond to really difficult situations and do their best to bring these effective cases.
Now, Brem has been charged with accessory after the fact and kidnapping resulting in death. He was arraigned on those charges this afternoon in federal court. The Supreme Court has sided with the Biden administration on a gun control rule for now. The issue here is ghost guns, which are called that because they don't have serial numbers and can't be tracked. So the Biden administration created a rule last year expanding the definition of a gun so that certain key parts have to have their own serial numbers, and saying the people buying gun kits have to go through a background check, just like people buying a finished firearm. Well, earlier this summer, a federal judge in Texas put that rule on hold. But today, the Supreme Court stepped in, saying that the rule should remain in place while the legal challenge plays out. An abandoned campfire inside a fire ring at a city park in Post Falls, Idaho, is blamed for starting a wildfire that forced people from their homes last weekend. Remnants of that campfire point to the cause of a parkway fire that started on Friday and prompted evacuations that lasted until Sunday. Post Falls Police Department says the city park has suffered some real damage, which will take years to recover from.
Campfires are just not a good idea. This is kind of what happens when you have one of them that gets loose and causes a lot of damage. Takes a lot of resources.
Now, no homes were damaged or lost in the fire, and investigators are still working to figure out who might be responsible for leaving that initial campfire to continue to spread. And Stacy, we've been talking about this all summer. It is just so hot and so dry.
Right.
You really can't afford to do that.
Avoid the campfire right now.
As much as possible.
I know, exactly. So let's talk about that hot, dry weather and take a look at outside right now, our Legends Casino Skycam. Sunset tonight at 8:17, and again, clear skies. It's beautiful. And yes, those humidity levels have finally begun to drop. We're going to start to see that dry weather back again, but a beautiful look outside right now around the region. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at our feels like temperatures. Right now, Tri-Cities 92 degrees. Our feels like is 88, and again, that humidity down to 19. That was up to close to 60% this morning, so feeling much more comfortable this evening. 88 degrees right now in Yakima, feels like 84. Humidity there a little bit higher at 25, and winds are from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. Let's take a look at other temperatures around the area. Walla Walla 88, it's 88 in Yakima, or 86 Ellensburg, 90 in Hermiston. Here's what's coming up. Again, mostly clear and calm, breezy to gusty winds tomorrow. Seasonal temperatures for the rest of the week, and get ready for a weekend warm-up. Alyssa, I'll get to all of that in your first alert full forecast.
Thanks, Stacy. Dual credit programs like Running Start allow high school students to jumpstart their college experience and to earn credits at the local community college. But thanks to a new investment from the state, students at Zillah High School will be able to take almost all of the classes they need for an AA degree without leaving their high school campus.
The average cost of a 2-year AA degree at a community college in Washington State is upwards of $11,000. But Zillah High School Principal Jeff Charbonneau says students can now get it at a fraction of the cost.
Less than $500 in total cost for an AA degree.
Because while students still have to pay for books and fees to take a few classes at a community college through the Running Start program, thanks to new funding,
we are going to offer the vast majority of the courses for an AA degree on our campus through college and high school and through CTE dual credit, which are completely free to students.
opening up possibilities for young people who otherwise couldn't afford it.
We want to be very, very clear. This AA program is not going to be for everyone, but we firmly believe that any student who wants to go to college should have as many barriers removed as possible.
Including misconceptions students may have about whether college is even an option for them.
When students earn a college credit while in high school, something just simply changes. They can see themselves as college material. They can see themselves going into higher education in some variety. And that's what we want. We want students to believe in themselves and their potential.
Not just for going to a four-year college, but for doing whatever kind of post-secondary education that allows them to follow their dreams. In Zilla, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And students can enroll now for the upcoming school year. While many of the classes are just for high school juniors and seniors, some are open to freshmen and sophomores as well. Nearly 30 million students receive school lunches every day, and some schools are getting a boost when it comes to their food-making operations. This week, the USDA announced an investment made to help small and rural schools across the country provide healthy meals to students in need. The Action for Healthy Kids Network worked together to offer competitive grants of up to $150,000 for different school districts. Locally, this includes the Ellensburg, North Franklin, and Prescott school districts in Washington, and the Athena Weston School District in Oregon. The grants are to support the nutritional quality of the food, as well as to modernize kitchen and serving operations.
And so these efforts will include innovative staff training programs, kitchen updates and renovations, redesigning food preparation and service spaces, as well as other school district-led efforts to support school meals and school nutrition professionals.
Now, that $30 million initiative focused on the highest need schools, many of which are located in rural communities. Ultimately, the goal of the initiative is to end hunger and to reduce diet-related disease and health disparities by the year 2030. The average gas price in Washington is now over $5 per gallon for regular. Only California has higher prices, and those are well above the national average as well. Karen Caifa has a look at what's driving the increase.
At the gas pumps, a summertime surge. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.82, still 23 cents lower than 1 year ago, but it's 25 cents higher than when the summer driving season started Memorial Day weekend. As key states like Texas and Louisiana swelter in the summer heat, refineries have slowed down. Temperatures above 100 degrees have prompted temporary outages and cut supply.
Refineries are exposed to the elements, and so refineries can't escape the heat. A lot of the time, sensitive equipment that refineries use is very sensitive to triple-digit temperatures.
Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy says at the same time, OPEC has curbed supply to drive global oil prices higher.
Some of the heat-related issues that now are starting to fade, but overall, the higher price of oil has been causing gas prices to finally rise to some of the highest levels we've seen since last year.
A turnaround could be on the way soon. DeHaan says the typically slower driving weeks of August, combined with a drop-off in temperatures, could give drivers some relief for the final weeks of summer.
If we can avoid a major hurricane, or if we can avoid OPEC making further production cuts or other refining issues, we should see gas prices improving between now and Labor Day.
In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.
Well, it's pretty nice of weather out there for a road trip if you have the time. Taking a look outside in our area, we're talking about some warmer temperatures, pretty typical for August. Stacey Lee is tracking that for us coming up in just a moment. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6, a relatively new drug that's commonly used to help people lose weight may have even more health benefits. We're taking a closer look at that latest study next.
Who is Culligan? Your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Oh, the kids? At your parents'. I ate an hour ago because you completely forgot about the extended anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Or check out the Summit, easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Purchase any Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. And score 2 Doctor's Choice pillows for only $69.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended anniversary sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Next extra, Scandival, a Yellowstone-style divorce war, and Brad and Angie's sour grapes battle over wine.
This is a fancy A-list absolute disaster.
The celebrity scandals we can't get enough of. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
I believe my purpose in life is to help people. My clients depend on us to fix their circumstances. That's our job. The stakes are high and we can't let them down. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
You know Tori's deals and steals are always amazing. Now get this.
Tori, you've done it yet again.
This week, she's popping up live every morning across the nation. Right, Tori?
We're driving in and setting up with the best local deals and steals.
GMA all this week.
You can't miss it.
Our house used to have some rooms that were too hot.
It's hot in here.
And others that were too cold.
I'm cold.
But I found a way to make our house more comfortable and reduce our energy bills. Hot and cold rooms are caused by conditioned air not reaching its intended location due to leaky ducts. The average home loses 25 to 40% of heated and cooled air through leaks in the air ducts.
Contact Precision Sheet Metal today to learn how they can transform your home.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. New research indicates the weight loss drug Wegovy may reduce the risk for heart attack, stroke, or heart disease-related death by a fifth. That's according to results from a major clinical trial in people with cardiovascular disease. This is the first trial to show that a weight loss drug alone could have that protective effect. The drug maker, Novo Nordisk, studied Wegovy for prevention of major cardiac events in non-diabetic adults with heart disease who are obese or overweight. And the new data they're saying could possibly help improve insurance coverage for the drug. The findings haven't been peer-reviewed or published in a medical journal as of yet, but we're told they will be presented at a scientific conference coming up later this year. Now, while weight can be a factor in your overall heart health, we're seeing more and more evidence that your mental health plays a significant role as well. ABC's Justin Finch has the latest recommendations.
Anxiety, stress, and depression can have a negative impact on your physical body, not just your mind. And the reverse is true. Taking care of your mental health can help your physical health, including your heart. The American Heart Association has some tips to help with improving the mind-heart-body connection. The first is practicing meditation regularly. This could be spending time in nature or sitting quietly and focusing on your breathing. These all can have a positive impact on your heart health. The association also recommends getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, which helps your brain and body. Spend quality time with pets and reach out to connect with and spend time with family or friends. Isolation is not good for your health, mental or physical. Lastly, exercise. Adults should aim for 2.5 hours of moderate activity a week. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
Well, speaking of mental health, Elon Musk has a brain implant startup company, and even though he managed to pull together $44 billion to buy the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, he's now looking for outside investors to help fund the company that he's calling Neuralink. So Neuralink wants to use implants to connect the human brain to a computer. It's a goal that Musk has been working on for years. So far, the company has only tested on animals, and we know at least one animal died in the process. Musk has reportedly raised $280 million in support of Neuralink. The cash injection was led by Founders Fund, which is based in San Francisco. It's a venture capital firm established by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look outside on our Dust Devil Giza Stadium sky cam. Tonight it is a beautiful evening out there. Nice clear skies, 92 degrees. Our feels like temperature 88. That humidity coming down 19% right now, and light winds at 8 miles per hour. So a great looking night out there. Let's check out temperatures elsewhere around the region. Cle Elum at 76. We're at 86 in Ellensburg, 88 Yakima, 89 Toppenish. Taking a look over here in the Blue Mountains, Dayton at 79 degrees, 88 in Walla Walla, and 89 in Pendleton. Let's plan your evening out now in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Beautiful night, a few clouds lingering, but look at those temperatures. Very comfortable, dropping down to 78 degrees by 9 p.m. In the Tri-Cities, again, gorgeous weather with few clouds there. Again, 78 by 9, pleasant, and in Walla Walla, cooling down a little more quickly. And again, those clouds starting to actually wrap up. It's been a little cloudy there today, 75 degrees by 9 o'clock this evening. Our satellite radar shows us the big picture. Again, we've got a ridge of low pressure moving across the area. Shortwave system again staying mostly in British Columbia, Vancouver Island. We've had a few clouds from that today, but those are moving on out of the area tonight. Ridge of high pressure starts to move in. That's going to bring us sunshine. We do have a little bit of a chance of some slight showers early in the morning, and I'm talking a very minimal amount. Let's take a look at Futurecast and a few clouds rolling in overnight. Here's what I'm talking about. These areas here, Yakima, a nice little band of showers early in the morning, again through the lower valley, and we could even see a couple of sprinkles come through the Columbia Basin and Walla Walla, but it's going to be quick and out before noon, and then we'll have sunshine with a few high clouds lingering throughout the day. So overall, Futurecast is showing us some really nice weather ahead, and those temperatures are cooperating as well. What is not cooperating is of the rain. Now, we did have some rain over the weekend. It was nice, but it's not helping our drought situation. Like you can see here, we're in severe drought zone for Dayton, Walla Walla, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Pendleton, and we're dry in the Yakima Valley. Cle Elum also in moderate drought zone areas, and again the Cascades way up over here, also extreme drought. So we talked about that a couple weeks ago. So the rain didn't help. We didn't get quite enough, but again, it is middle of summer. Wind speeds tonight so far are light. We're going to start to see those increase in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley tonight. A little bit breezy there. As we start our day tomorrow, look around the Columbia Basin, and Dayton's going to be breezy in the morning. These winds will continue to pick up throughout the day down here in the Columbia River Gorge Dalles, also here in the Kittitas Valley in Yakima, and again the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Dying down overnight into your Thursday, we'll see better wind speeds. Now let's take a look at our smoke forecast. We've been seeing a little smoke and haze. It's really up there in the upper elevation, so not impacting our air quality tonight. That's good news, but still lots of smoke hanging around the area from all the fires burning around the region. And again, air quality looking excellent for us tonight. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight. Again, we're going to see pretty good sleeping weather in the 50s and 60s. Yakima at 60 degrees, Sunnyside 56. Columbia Basin, we see 57 in Connell, Tri-Cities 61, 58 degrees tonight in Prosser, and the foothills of the Blues looking good. Again, nice, comfortable sleeping weather there. As far as your daytime highs go, tomorrow, again, a bit of a warm up, about average for this time of year. 92 Tri-Cities, Walla Walla there at 89, 87 in Toppenish, as well as Yakima. So nice temperatures out there. I'll talk more about some of our averages for this time of year coming up in another weather forecast. Alyssa?
Stacy, and up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6. It's scary enough to hit a deer in your car, but imagine hitting one with a plane. That's exactly what happens to a Louisiana pilot. We're going to hear his reaction next.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, every dining table, and every bed is on sale. Plus 5 years, no interest financing. The anniversary sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a tabletop pellet grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite deck and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. There's 20 pages of savings including everything you need for camping, pantry essentials, and more. Save now at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Welcome to Avira Auto Sales, your buy here, pay here, family-owned car lot. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments. We work with you to get you approved. And now until the end of summer, mention this ad and get $1,000 off your purchase. So come see us today at 3310 Main Street in Union Gap, next to the Union Gap Food Mart, or visit us online at aviraAutosales.com.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Ask about Ubrelvy.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, every dining table, and every bed is on sale. Plus 5 years, no interest financing. The anniversary sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Welcome back. You see deer on the roads just about everywhere this time of year, especially as the days are starting to get shorter, and it's a mess if you hit one. But down in Louisiana, a pilot flying a small plane got the scare of a lifetime when he hit a deer as he was coming in for a landing. Dominique Ben has the story.
Cherokee 7286 Foxtrot hit a deer on the runway.
Cherokee 86 Foxtrot, roger. Are you okay? You need some assistance?
Glenn Kinsey uses his GoPro to capture video of his flights as a learning tool. He's been flying his four-seater Piper Cherokee for 2 years.
What I did wrong, where I can get better, and also my lessons. I record all my lessons.
Over the weekend, perfect flying weather to take his wife out on a short trip for lunch and shopping.
On the left side of the runway, you see these 4 lights.
Glenn described it as a beautiful night flight back to Shreveport. Oh, God, you said what? As the plane touched down, the couple noticed deer.
And we scream, and I'm like, oh, deer. And then my wife sees the other one, and that's when we hit it.
The collision crippled the landing gear and caused the plane to slide violently.
The aircraft started sliding to the left and sliding to the right.
Glenn was able to maneuver the plane to a safe stop. Thankfully, he and his wife both walked away without injury.
Glad they're okay. That was Dominique Ben reporting. Now, still ahead tonight, as we are seeing a global search for clean water and a desperate need for irrigation all across the West, a new project is working on pulling water out of some of the hottest, driest air on Earth. We're going to show you how it works coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
America, it's the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need. Lock in great rates and get $1,000 trade assist cash on a 22 Escape or 23 Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
Sweetie pie?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid this closet is full. Do you really need all of these shirts?
I was waiting until I could fit into them again.
And how's that going?
Well, not so well.
This closet isn't getting any bigger. How about we make some space?
I guess I could pick a few out and
Good.
Donate them to Goodwill.
Your donations to Goodwill support our local Employment Connection Center, a free walk-in job search assistance program.
Good job. Goodwill.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
I'm currently out of the office, focusing on a little blue sky thinking. I'll be taking meetings with family and friends and checking voicemail as my activities permit. I'll connect with you after reconnecting with me. Get 1.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Are you ready? The toughest sport on dirt is back. Join the party and come watch the Cowboys of the PBR Challenger Series ride the rankest bulls on the planet live in Kennewick. Don't miss the Tri-Cities Classic at the Toyota Center September 8th and 9th. Tickets on sale now at PBR.com or Ticketmaster. The PBR Challenger Series live at Toyota Center September 8th and 9th.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $399 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back. An event that has helped a lot of youth in the Tri-Cities community is set to take place this week. The 2023 Urquhart Memorial Auction and Golf Tournament is set to start on August 10th. Now, this event raises money for the Boys and Girls Club and Young Life of Benton and Franklin counties. The money helps fund youth programs like workforce experiences and visits to college campuses, and to help young people with mentorship. The organization got its start after a family took tragedy and heartbreak and turned it into giving back to the community.
Urquhart Memorial Golf Classic is an event in honor of their daughter, Laura Urquhart, who passed away tragically. And they really were able to take a tragic circumstance in their lives and to say, Laura would want to make our community better.
So the event goes from the 10th until the 12th, and this organization has donated millions of dollars to the community for more than 20 years. And it should be good weather for that golf tournament. We are talking about that coming up in just a moment. Plus, President Biden designating his 5th national monument today, and that is drawing some backlash from mining advocates. We're talking about that. And more workers in Southern California are going on strike, but this one has an end date. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And the severe weather summer continues. Heavy rain, thunder, violent winds hammering cities and towns east of the Mississippi. Mike Valero reports damage from those intense storms is scattered all the way from Alabama to upstate New York. All right, we are going to talk about that coming up a little bit later in the show. But for right now, let's send it over to the weather wall. Stacey Lee is tracking our local forecast as we are seeing some really just pleasant August temperatures out there.
That's right. Beautiful evening in the Tri-Cities tonight. Here's our Dust Devil Sky Cam. 92 degrees, and our humidity has dropped down finally to 19. It's a little more pleasant out there this evening. Our feels like temp is 88. Winds are light at 8, and our sunset tonight at 8:17. So good looking evening out there. Temperatures from Cle Elum all the way down into the Yakima Valley, 70s and 80s. We're in the 90s here in the Columbia Basin, 70s and 80s here in the foothills of the Blues. Stalker Almanac, where are we as far as temperatures? We're finally getting back to our average. Our normal temp today in Yakima should be 91. We were at 89, not too bad. Again, no records broken there today, but that's what it looks like for an average. In Tri-Cities, we hit 92, average 93, looking pretty good. And again, that record 112 set back in 1898. And if we take a look at our 7-day dual forecast, those temperatures are going to be right at the average through Saturday, and then we'll start to see a warm up as we get into the next couple of days. So again, get ready for warmer temperatures. Enjoy these cooler, less humid nights and days here for the next few days. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Well, first it was writers in Hollywood, then actors, and now city workers across Los Angeles are on strike for the first time in almost half a century. ABC's Melissa Adon reports these workers are demanding more than a simple raise.
Picket lines filling Los Angeles International Airport Tuesday as thousands of LA City workers walked off the job. Sanitation workers, bus drivers, traffic officers, and many more holding a 24-hour strike to highlight what they're calling unfair labor practices.
The goal of today is to tell the city that we want to be respected when we go to the bargaining table.
They're overworking me, overworking others, and it's affecting our family lives.
The union is calling for better pay and benefits amid the high cost of living.
They've negotiated in bad faith, meaning that they've brought folks to the table that weren't able to even have the authority to settle certain agreements.
This latest job action coming on top of the 11,000 writers, 160,000 actors, and 15,000 hotel workers also on the picket lines. The striking unions showing the power of organized labor, but it's also impacting the economy.
The makeup, the hair, the grips, the electrics, you know, people who work the long hours and have nowhere to go right now. Nowhere to go while we fight this out.
Fall film and TV programming is now in jeopardy. The show Jeopardy says without its writing staff this fall, it will be reusing old clues and former contestants.
The LA mayor insists that they are bargaining in good faith and assures that the city won't shut down, but is warning Angelenos that city services like parking enforcement and trash pickup will be delayed. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Locally, students at Zillah High School will be able to take almost all of the classes they need for an AA degree without leaving campus. That's thanks to a new investment from the state. The Zillah principal says with that funding, they've been able to expand the number of classes offered through the college in the high school program and offer them at no cost to students. Now students will only have to cover books and fees for a handful of classes that they do still have to take at the local community college through the Running Start program. The principal says it brings the price of that degree down to less than $500 for students.
We want to be very, very clear. This AA program is not going to be for everyone, but we firmly believe that any student who wants to go to college should have as many barriers removed as possible.
So students can enroll now for the upcoming school year. While many of those classes are just for juniors and seniors, some of them are open to freshmen and sophomores as well. Boeing says it's going to take a while longer to get astronauts to and from the space station. The Starliner spacecraft has now been delayed until next year. Boeing says it's having issues with the capsule parachutes that help the capsule land safely with astronauts back on Earth. Boeing is preparing to test a revised parachute system in November and then deliver it by December. If all of that goes according to plan, the Starliner could be ready to go up as early as March. Today, President Biden visited Arizona to announce a new national monument protecting more than 1,500 square miles of land around the Grand Canyon. This is something that tribes in Arizona have been asking for. The Secretary of the Interior says the national monument will help ensure that indigenous people can continue to use these areas for religious ceremonies, hunting, and gathering plants. Officials say the designation protects the area from potential uranium mining. It also protects existing grazing permits and leases and existing mining claims.
Preserving these lands is good not only for Arizona, but for the planet. It's good for the economy. It's good for the soul of the nation. And I believe with my core and my course, the right thing to do.
So no uranium mines are operating in Arizona right now, but there is at least one in development, and the federal government has said nearly a dozen mines within this area could still potentially open, even with the monument designation, because their claims were established before 2012. Looking in eastern Washington, cleanup work has begun on a section of WashDOT land along the side of I-90 that was once the biggest homeless camp in the state. The Department of Transportation says their goal is to return this piece of land to its original state and to remove any possible contaminants. So this week they began excavation. They began the process of clearing the top layer of soil. That's got to be tested, and it may have to be removed if it's contaminated. The process is expected to last until the end of the month, and then the site will be reseeded. Researchers at UC Berkeley are perfecting a technology they believe could help drought-ravaged populations all around the globe. To test it, they went, where else, to one of the hottest spots in the United States, Death Valley. Dan Ashley got a look at how that device works.
The team set up an experimental device on the valley floor that you could describe as a portable water harvester. It looks something like a small telescope tilted at an angle, but it's designed to pull water right out of the air. In this case, the hottest, driest air they could find.
I was very excited, so I just stayed there, even though it's super hot, so I just want to watch it.
To understand his excitement, it helps to take a quick detour from the desert to the lab. That's where UC Berkeley professor Omar Yaghi pioneered the water-capturing ingredient at the heart of the device, a lab-created material known as a MOF, for Metal Organic Framework. While it looks like a powder to the naked eye, put it under a sophisticated microscope and you'll see a chain of molecules.
The metal ion and the organic are linked together to make the framework that is the MOF.
He explains that the MOFs are extremely porous, with a surface area roughly the size of a football field in just a small amount.
So that's the space into which one can bind gases like hydrogen for hydrogen storage, carbon dioxide, carbon from the air, or, in this case, water.
But the question for Zach and his colleagues was whether the portable device would be efficient enough to condense water molecules from the hyper-dry desert air. So, in the baking sun, they watched and waited for the first tiny drops to appear.
Until it finally just dropped down. And then it took about the next 60 seconds or so. And then so I saw the droplet is out. And I was like, oh, it works.
With the latest results, the Berkeley team hopes the water harvester can impact populations in the most drought-stricken corners of the planet, providing safe, clean, and potentially life-saving drinking water pulled from thin air.
That was Dan Ashley reporting. Now, no word on if the device could help reduce humidity, but hey, some good news for eastern Washington as we take a look outside. Humidity that we saw earlier this week seems to be moving right along. Stacey Lee is talking about what to expect for the rest of the week coming up in your First Alert forecast. But first, STCU and Apple Valley News Now want your help in finding community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step to help us all. So if you know someone like this, you can nominate them by clicking on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com. From your nominations, we choose volunteers to profile, and STCU awards their organization a $1,000 donation. So thank you for nominating people, and a big thank you to all of the volunteers who help make our communities stronger. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey everybody, I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone, because she's an herbivore.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston off 395. Smoke City for less. We smoke the competition.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With a heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
We're Washington Broadband, Yakima's original internet company, with over 250 square miles of fixed wireless, 60 miles of cable, 20 miles of fiber to the home. We are serious internet. Throughout the year, our crews are building fiber and cable to homes and businesses in the upper Yakima Valley. We've never raised our prices in 28 years. With 7-day-a-week support, we're also a phone company. Go to WABroadband.com to find us. We're Yakima's hometown source to the world.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles with the Honda Service Pass program. Enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Welcome back. We've been tracking severe weather nationwide all summer long, and now it's hitting the East Coast. Heavy rain, thunder, and violent winds have hammered cities and towns all the way from Alabama to upstate New York. Here's Mike Valerio.
Trapped after torrential rain, a delicate and historic rescue north of Boston. First responders take hold of a driver, water flooding up to her window, and then float her back to safety. In North Carolina, trees simply snapped outside of Charlotte, careening feet from families hunkering down.
The rain was literally sideways, trees, limbs hitting your truck as you're driving.
In Anderson, South Carolina, firefighters said a falling tree killed a 15-year-old. The high school sophomore's closest friends and family devastated.
They continue to cope and deal with the tragic loss we've experienced here.
Just certainly feel for them. They're wonderful neighbors. I just can't imagine going through what they're going through.
Staggering scenes near Baltimore, where giant utility poles proved no match for the winds. One after another knocked down, some around drivers. Maryland State Police say first responders rescued 47 people from this wreckage.
Last night, lives were saved. There were people who were stuck and stranded in cars who were able to sleep in their own beds last night.
In the heart of Philadelphia, a tower cam showed the skyline swallowed by storm clouds. The side of this huge Tennessee warehouse looking more like a Lego set. Layers of heavy cinder blocks buckled. Roofs ripped away, scattered across the ground. And in the air, an all-out effort to get thousands of people back on planes after ground stops stretched from Atlanta up the eastern seaboard to New York. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And on the West Coast, the best coast, I say, the weather much nicer here. Again, beautiful evening out there right now, 92 degrees, our humidity pleasant finally at 19%, winds at 8 miles per hour, sunset at 8:17. So overall, we're looking at a beautiful night ahead. Other temperatures around the area, 70s and 80s, foothills of the Blues, it's 90 in Hermiston, 80s up the Yakima Valley, 76 in Cle Elum. Planning your evening this night, good night for the yard work in the Tri Tri-Cities looking good. Lower 80s by 8 and 78 by 9. So a pleasant evening outside. In Yakima, you can hang out by the pool and might get a little bit cool there at 9 at 78 degrees. And in Walla Walla, beautiful evening there. Good barbecuing weather. And again, 9 p.m. 75 degrees. Our satellite and radar, again, that short wave moved through British Columbia, and the little tail end of it could bring a little tiny bit, very slight chance of moisture early in the morning through the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. But again, the chance of that pretty light. Again, overall, we're going to see clear skies with a few high clouds now and again. That little band that I'm talking about is right here, Yakima. Again, our futurecast is seeing that around 5 a.m. That might not even happen, but it is there. So we'll warn you, you could see a couple of raindrops as you get up. And it even shows it moving through Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. But again, very brief. By lunchtime, gone, bye-bye. And then you'll see a few high clouds lingering around, but otherwise sunny skies, warm temperatures, and again, those humidity levels dropping. Now, that's not good for our fire forecast, but it feels good on our skin outside. And it hasn't been good. A lot of folks are saying, oh, we got that rain. Well, got about 1/10 of an inch of rain, so it's not helping our drought conditions. As you can see, we're in severe drought in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Dayton, Walla Walla area, the Hanford area, Toppenish, Prosser, and Ellensburg, very dry. Again, extreme there through Cle Elum. So we still need more rain. We're below the average for this time of year. So wind speeds now and lower humidity levels increase our fire dangers. No red flag warnings just yet, but we could see some in the future. Light winds this evening, but you'll see those winds picking up through those mountain gap areas, especially through Ellensburg and the Yakima Valley. Tri-Cities with breezy winds a little bit later. As we start our day tomorrow, though, we'll see those breezy to gusty winds along the foothills of the Blues. As the day progresses, those winds really pick up through the Columbia River Gorge and again through Yakima, Toppenish, Prosser, Tri-Cities. Those winds will start to decrease as we move through the afternoon and get to Thursday. Our air quality looking good, a little bit of smoke and haze, but it's really high up. Tonight we've got our temperatures down in the 50s and 60s. That's for the Yakima Valley. Columbia Basin, again, 50s and 60s throughout. Foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Dayton in the 50s tonight. For tomorrow, temperatures just slightly warmer. And here's what the next couple of days are looking like. Again, those breezy winds in the afternoon, Columbia Basin into Yakima. Look for those windy conditions later in the afternoon. Temperatures staying in the 80s, and in Walla Walla looking like some beautiful weather. Now get ready for some breezy winds Wednesday, and those winds are going to hang out through Thursday. Temperatures, though, will remain pleasant. Your 7-day planning forecast, it's on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Most of the Washington State ferries operate over on the west side, but there is one here in eastern Washington crossing the Columbia River and providing a vital link on State Route 21 between Lincoln and Ferry counties. Now, unlike the west side, the Keller Ferry operates on demand during business hours. Is the focus of tonight's Fly the Northwest.
We're here on the Columbia River, Lake Roosevelt, on State Route 21, where it crosses over the Columbia River with the Keller Ferry. And State Route 21, this is kind of the link to places like Republic, Keller on the north side, and it's just another route for folks in the area. School district uses this a lot to get kids across the Columbia River. The community relies on it. Without it, it's about a 66-mile detour down Highway 174 through the town of Grand Coulee itself and then up through Ferry County, and it adds about an hour of travel. So it's a pretty critical route. Its vessel name is the marine vessel Sampoil, after the Sampoil River and the local Colville tribe. The only ferry owned by the state of Washington that is not in the Puget Sound, which is very unique, and it is also maintained and operated by Eastern Region out of Spokane and is not affiliated with the Washington State Ferries system.
Full shift, we do approximately 45 crossings, so 2 shifts per day, so we can do up to 90 to 95 crossings a day. Summer, busy tourist season, it's primarily local traffic, so you can be hauling just one car at a time or riding empty to go pick up a car. It's about 115 feet overall. It's 100 net to net. So we have 3 lanes, which can take approximately 5 to 6 sedans of each, so we can take close to 18 cars. Water level, in terms of that, it doesn't really affect anything. It's mainly just wind that makes this job a little more challenging. Whenever we get a big blast come through is when this thing becomes a little more difficult to operate. But other than that, time of year, it doesn't matter. Always a good time to be on the water. It's beautiful. Great office.
Well, he said it best, great office. Now up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, it's only the second week of August, but we are already talking apples. Why growers are expecting a dramatic increase from last year, coming up next.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch? With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile? It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh. I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line. US Cellular, built for us.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles with the Honda Service Pass program. Enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. The Washington State Tree Fruit Association says 2023 should be a good year for apples, up about 30 million boxes from last year. Now, remember, last year, the Tree Fruit Association says we had that cold spring, that late snow in April, and it meant that a lot of apple blossoms never had the chance to grow into fruit. But this year, experts say we have had near perfect growing conditions. They're expecting more than 134 million 40-pound boxes of apples, which should be just a bit higher than the average we've seen in the past 6 years. And we're talking about some of that perfect apple growing weather when we come back with your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.
America, it's the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need. Lock in great rates and get $1,000 trade assist cash on a 22 Escape or 23 Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bath Fitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
When a client has been seriously hurt, they need a lot of help. We understand that. Their only job is to get better. Our job is to take care of the rest. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger. Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Catch a glimpse of greatness when the Epson Tour LPGA Tournament comes to Pendleton for the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic. Join us on the greens August 14th through the 20th when over 140 professional golfers from around the world compete for a chance to play in the LPGA. Tickets are just $5, perfect for fans and families to enjoy. Cheer on these talented golfers in person when the Epson Tour comes to Pendleton. Purchase your tickets today at wildhorseresort.com.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $399 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast, and it got really nice out there this afternoon.
It was muggy. I was worried about it, and then gradually, yes, that humidity started to drop in the day. Turned out to be beautiful. Let's take a look at your 7-day planning forecast. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. Again, those breezy, gusty winds tomorrow evening. Be aware of that. That does increase fire danger with those falling humidity levels. But temperatures are good. It shouldn't be a red flag. The temperatures aren't there for that. But again, we stay pretty average, a little bit below in Yakima, and then we start warming up heading into next week. A really good looking forecast for the next week here in August. And again, breezy winds through the Columbia Basin later in the afternoon. We'll see those 90s sitting right at our averages. And then Sunday, we'll start to feel the heat come back. Again, temperatures looking like we could see some triple digits by Monday, Tuesday of next week. And in Walla Walla, beautiful there as well. Although we are watching some gusty winds, breezy winds tomorrow afternoon, gusty winds on Thursday. Lots of sunshine headed into the weekend, temperatures close to the triple digits. So a good looking summer forecast. I think it's been a really good summer, just not enough rain yet.
That's true, but whatever the opposite of the dog days of summer are, I think that's this.
Perfect.
The cat days of summer. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, and we're back tonight at 11.